So let's talk about the energy sector again, and let's talk about green energy, because as far as I know, Trinidad and Tobago hasn't explored this in the back of me yet, and they have no interest in this, because if we had started this 10 years ago, right, we would have been far more in a better position now. Now, as you can see, the offshore wind turbines produce something around 1600 to 3000 kilowatt, right, per hour, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But these are onshore wind turbines. They produce between 700 to 900 kilowatt, right? But different wind turbines produce different amount, depends on speed, blade, height, all these things, right? And size also. So I see, they are always, for the last 15 years, Trinidad and Tobago always having, this energy conference and energy conference and energy conference. And up till now, all the energy conference and all the talk about energy, we haven't seen any single thing, right, have moved forward like this. And nothing like this has been successful, right? Also, right, these energy conference, what comes out of these energy conference? There are many major uh, qualified, overqualified people who sitting on these energy boards, which the government puts, and also, right, these CEOs who are involved in these energy conference. What have they done for the last 15, 20 years on the energy part? What have they done? Have they done anything? What have they produced? What have they make? What have they manufacture? What direction has they steered the company? What direction or consultation they have given in the energy sector? What they have given? Nothing. Absolutely nothing for the last 15, 20 years. Right? Where we was in Point Lisas, we still is. Where we are in Petrotrin, we still is. Where we are in Point Fortin, we still is. Right? So actually, Trinidad and Tobago, after all these energy conference, we have moved nowhere. And all these CEOs, directors, all these experienced people from all these big companies, right, have done nothing to Trinidad and Tobago. So have a think about this. Have a look. Research. Do your research. Go on Google and do your research. What wind turbines bring? This can bring jobs for our young people in Trinidad and Tobago. Plenty jobs this can bring. This can bring at least 2,000 jobs a year, and more than 1,000 permanent jobs if we can get this, something like this, going on this coast of Point Lisas as well as the north coast, where the winds more likely are to give and produce more energy, right? So these are the factors that make our country greater than where it is now, and this is the things that we need to develop to bring to put our country forward.
And as you can see in this photo, I have put in some wind turbines in this area, right? These are called wind farms. These are wind farms. So they are wind turbines, but they generate electricity, a lot of electricity. So as you can see here, I have put it in an area that is not actually being utilized. And this area has a lot of wind. So these wind turbine actually are a benefit in this area. Now, these 3 wind farms that I put in here, 1, 2, 3. This is 3 wind farms here. This is more than enough wind. More than enough electricity to generate the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, why I put in 3, 1, 2, 3 is very interesting, because the one on top, which is in Toko, right, will push electricity to the whole of Trinidad and Tobago on top. The one in the middle from Manzanilla Beach goes straight across. Again, it will push electricity, generate enough electricity for the whole of the central of Trinidad and Tobago. And the one on the bottom will generate electricity to the bottom half of Trinidad and Tobago. So this is why I have 1, 2, 3. Now it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, but this will generate enough electricity for the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, Trinidad and Tobago infrastructure, where electricity is concerned, right, is in shambles, and everybody knows that, right? So a lot of people built a lot of buildings, new buildings in the last 10, 20 years. In fact, the last 5 years, a lot of new buildings and new infrastructure, new homes has gone up. That has put a lot of weight on the power generators in T&T. Now, T&T is not coming out to say that, but the whole electricity in Trinidad and Tobago infrastructure needs revamping. It needs new lines needed, new poles, new everything needed, right? A country that is developing, they also need to develop this area, not only water and sewage, but T&T also. Now it's the same problem they're having with the water and the pipes, because a lot of homes is being built, a lot of building is being built, and we have the same old water infrastructure, right? So yes, there is work to be done in that area, but now I'm talking about electricity, because there's a lot of work to be done in this area, and we shouldn't be having blackout in Trinidad and Tobago. We should have electricity 24/7. Now, if this project was done 20 years ago, or if it was started 20 years ago, we would not be in a situation where we are now, right? But now this government has the opportunity to start this project and get this project going. This is also a 10 to 15, maybe 20 years plan, right? So this plan also has a potential of going for 15, 20 years, because when these wind turbine goes up, that doesn't mean that's it, it's finished. You have to keep on maintaining it. You have to keep on keeping it going. There's a lot of things that has to be done to it to keep it going. Just like how you have T&T going at the moment. So there's a lot of potential there. And there's a lot of work there as well. So this area, a lot of people in the area will get a lot of work there, right? So this is something to look at. It's something to watch out for. It's a good idea. It's here in my session and my development plan for Trinidad and Tobago. It's where the energy concern is important for us also, right? And also some of these can go into Point Lisa, some could go into Point Appear. It depends. Everybody has their own idea where it can go, but it's very important, and it is something to look at. It's cleaner energy, and it's good for us, right? So have a look at this plan also, and later on I will discuss more about this plan also. Thank you. Bye.